Is this live? Is shit working? I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm on here or not. Anybody knows me? Respond back. Let me know this is working. Um, yeah, I got no clue. I try to set it up, or I let you guys know I'm trying this live thing. Top chat. Anybody? Anybody there? If there's one person there, let me know. Write something because I've never done this before. I don't even know how it works. What I'm supposed to do. You know, a lot of people got questions, and I just thought it's easier for me to read a question and then answer it. So I'm just gonna stick around here for a little bit, figure out how this works. My name is Angelic. You can find me on social media as Truth and Integrity Warrior, and I talk about or help people with nanobiotechnology that's in the food system and that tears up the body. Tears up the body and the health, and so help people with that. What to do about it. So now that I'm here live, I don't know if it's actually working. Got a roommate running around. His name's David. Oh yeah, but it's live, so you're gonna get live stuff. Have a good one, David. Yeah. The person it says it has one person. Does that person know me or is it a subscriber of mine? Truth and Integrity Warrior on YouTube. Anybody, nobody. I gotta do this shit. I don't like doing it, but I gotta do it because I got too many people asking questions about how to help repair their body from all the toxins that go into our body, outside of our body, and how we're gonna repair, regenerate from the damages. So that's what I help with. Just in case somebody's on there that doesn't know who I am. Shit, I don't know who I am. I'm playing. I know who I am. No, I know who I am more now than ever fucking before. That's for damn sure. Had to go through hell. Had to go through hell to find myself. But let me see what we got. Hola. All right, hola. Let's play with this because I don't know how to answer back. I guess I answer back by just saying hola. All right, let's figure this out. All right. Thank you for saying something. I appreciate it. That means that I'm on in the YouTube world. Damn, okay. Now this, I guess I have to send a notification to my subscribers, let them know when I'm gonna be live. Just do it like this, huh? All right. You who said hola, here we go. Here we go. Tu historia es impresionante. ¿Cómo? A ver. Vamos a hablar español aquí. Eres de España, a ver. Tu historia es ay, soy malísima para leer en inglés y en español. Y luego menos me sale cuando se desaparece esta cosa. A ver. Inspiradora, gracias. Eres la caña. A ver, ¿qué es la caña allá en España? Porque en México la caña, pues el azúcar. Pero ¿qué va haciendo la caña allá? Ya no supe qué decir. So I can do English and Spanish for any viewers. Y también muchas gracias por comentar ahí. Ahora sé que sí estoy ahí en el mundo de YouTube, ¿verdad? Me ayuda eso, porque es la primera vez que hago esto y vamos a ver cómo resulta. Y lo que quiero hacer es corresponderle a la gente sus respuestas, físicamente, poder leer la pregunta y en vez de teclar todo, ¿verdad? Porque es mucha información. Muchas de las preguntas son muy pesadas y necesita un video para poder escribir qué quiero decir. A ver, soy de España, jaja, la caña sería como eres la bomba. Ahora, eso sí lo entiendo, ¿verdad? Eso sí lo entiendo, la bomba. En México se dice chingona, chingona. O el chingón. Pero muchas gracias, te agradezco. No queda de otra, ¿verdad? No queda de otra. Tenemos que luchar y Y pues todos salimos chingones cuando luchamos. Te agradezco. We can always be jumping back and forth from English to Spanish. Sí. ¡Ole! Fíjate, mi papá es de España, ¿verdad? Pero no conozco a mi padre, entonces no tengo raíces españolas, así que cultura, ¿verdad? Cultura de conocer el mundo de España. Pero sé que ole de los españoles. Trabajé en un restaurante español ahí, nomás por eso conozco la cultura, ¿verdad? Pero dicen que mi padre es de España, pero nacido en la Ciudad de México. Mi mamá es de México, mis abuelos son de Sinaloa, de Mazatlán. Entonces hay mi cultura me show. Oh, thank you. There's somebody. Let me see. These things move fast. I'm really bad at reading fast. Damn, I'm dyslexic, so shh. So, tengo muchas preguntas, Michelle. A ver, ¿por qué es difícil entender algunas cosas en español? No es que sea difícil, es de que hay unas cosas que no se entiende igual en una cultura a otra, ¿verdad? Estaba hablando con un montón de puertorriqueños acá en Pennsylvania y no entendía qué estaban diciendo, aunque fue en español, pero no sabía qué significación tenía ciertas palabras que no usábamos igual en México, ¿verdad? Entonces, por eso pregunto, nadie me ha dicho que, Michelle, eres la caña. Entonces, ¿soy dulce o qué? Por eso tenía que preguntar. A ver, wow. Así que tienes raíces españolas, se nota por la pasión y la sangre caliente. Pues eso, me imaginé yo que era de México, ¿verdad? Pichi, raza guerrera. Pero viéndolo bien, pues también los españoles, ¿verdad? Doble. Doble guerra, doble pasión, doble, ¿cómo se dice? Doble fuego. Nunca lo he visto así, pero se puede entender. A ver. You know what? I'm so bad, but one of you guys is Mama. Uh, Mal 13, Mama. I'm so bad at this. I am. I'm bad at reading things fast. I'm bad at reading things fast. Takes me some time, but guys, thanks for being here. So eventually, what I want to start doing is having a back and forth question and answer. So I want to do this video, this little section, if I can, really quick. Somebody emailed me and asked me how come they don't see anything in their anti-nano bucket. Going back to the this technology in our body and getting it out. So she said she didn't see nothing, so she doesn't know if it's working. She says her light is blinking on and off, so it means her apparatus is working. It's doing that pulsating right in the anti-nano bucket, but you're not going to see something all the time or if ever, but you're going to feel better. You're going to feel that relief. Sometimes it'll be painful where it feels like an equivalent to, imagine, right, a marble going through a straw. You can feel a lot of pressure until poof, you feel it releasing. You can actually feel it moving throughout the feet until that pressure is gone. um, what videos people put out with all this shits in the bucket, that's not necessarily, I can't say it's true or not true, right? Because it's not my deal. My position to say who's doing what, but or saying what, and the validity of their experience. But I will say that if you do like Tony showed us, make sure your feet are super clean. You put them in there, and actually, before you put your feet in there, you want to put some any type of, let's say like an olive oil, right? You put some olive oil in that clean water, and when you look at the little bubbles of olive oil, you'll see that they're transparent, very clear, almost like a crystal ball, just perfect, right? Translucent, and you can see clean on the inside and on the outside of that little oil bubble. We call it oil bubble, right? And then when you put your feet in it and it start going through the process, you go back and you look after the water calms down that those little clean bubbles of oil, they're full of stuff outside and inside because uh, it gets bound up in that oil, right? It collects. And so that's where you're able to see the difference. And if you can't remember what you saw when you started, take a picture. Take a picture of that clean little oil bubble before you put your feet in, and then what it looks like afterwards. It's what you feel. You know, this stuff is necessary because people have pain in their feet that they don't know where it's coming from. I just had a tendon pop, and I really do believe it's the tech accumulation because I haven't had a bucket in forever, forever. I think I used a bucket once in 6 months, and that's not customary for me. But I've been traveling and moving and doing and living in my car. Just there is no way for me to access, or wasn't a way for me to access a bucket. And so I was sparring, and before I even got really started, boom, my so you could hear a big old pop at the bottom of my base of my heel, right? And I know people that are aging and they got this pain in their feet, that are young and got this pain in their feet, that are not athletic and got this pain in their feet. So we can say it's because of my age, that's why that happened, or because I'm in a sport, that's why that happened. But the point here is we got buildup of this tech in the feet, one of the many places, right? Right now I'm talking about the feet, and the situation I had with my tendon popping on the bottom of my heel, my left foot. I felt that accumulation of that pressure. You know, I could feel it for weeks before it popped, and I definitely contributed to the tech because I could feel the buildup where my foot couldn't handle the pressure anymore. Ah, so using that bucket, even if you can or cannot see anything coming out of your feet, you're going to feel it in the results. So keep on going on, uh, even if you don't see anything. Remember, it's what you feel, and you should know that it's working. If your light's blinking, you got some magnets to help amplify that bucket. It works without the magnets, but the magnets are like a little extra knockout power, right? A little extra knockout power, and they should take care of that. As far as that question, let me see. Somos primos como quien dice, soy yo también. Oh, no, somos primas o primeros. No, somos primas como quien dice. A ver, ok, porque eres de España. Ay, sí. En español le decimos tocaya. Algo similar entre uno y el otro, ¿verdad? Tocayos. A ver. Que si aquí está una pregunta que si recomiendo usar agua destilada para el nano bucket, no puedo utilizar agua de garrafo. Mira, la verdad es, usa lo que esté a la mano. Yo cuando lo estaba usando últimamente, cuando andaba batallando allá en Pennsylvania, estaba usando agua de llave porque no tenía acceso a agua igual. Por lo mismo, no tenía carro o dinero o poder hacer llegar el agua que necesitaba porque no estaba alrededor. Entonces yo he usado hasta agua de llave. El chiste es sacar la tecnología de los pies, de la acumulación. Muy bien, hicimos tocaya también en España, bueno saber, bueno saber. So somebody said, hello, beautiful soul, and I'm trying to read your name. I think it's Maltres. I just know it says mama at the end. Maltese mama. I'm gonna go with that. I'm just gonna call you mama. Bye. Hope you're still there. All right, and let me know, do you speak Spanish? The one who said hello, beautiful soul. Let me know if you speak Spanish because right now I have I can't even read la que estaba hablando de España. ¿Cómo te llamas? Porque aquí no puedo entender cómo Celestra, no estoy segura. But I'm trying to read the names. There's two of us, thank goodness, or not two of us. There's three of us, two of you guys, right? Making 1 + 2 = 3. But it gives me a chance to practice, give me a chance to practice, figure all this out. Let me see. Adriana, muy bien, ok, perfecto, Adriana. Eso me ayuda mucho. Gracias por estar y apoyarme en esto. Sí funciona. Pensé que iba a ser mucho más dificultoso. Pero no. Sí va a funcionar. Muy bien, muy bien. Me metí a un chat ayer de uno de mis seguidores en Facebook y vi qué tan sencillo era esto. Y dije, pues yo también lo puedo hacer. Ya que tengo 1000 suscriptores aquí en YouTube, ya lo puedo hacer. Morgellons since 2011. Ruth Elizabeth. So Miss Ruth Elizabeth, thank you for joining on. I do definitely want to say something. The reason they call it Morgellons, and I understand you're telling me so that you know, or so that I know what you're suffering, what you're going through, right? But I think it's very important. We don't call it Morgellons. We call it technology in the food system in our body, and it's causing an effect. As soon as we agree to call it Morgellons, say that we got a disease, we now belong to the system entrainment that we're crazy for believing that we have an effect of the technology that's in the fucking food, right? So we got tech in the food. It's known, science backed, but yet we can't feel this technology we're not allowed to express that we feel the technology once we recognize it's causing pain or problems. Now we got a disease. I don't fucking think so. So I'm not saying that not to you, but to the system, right? To the system we're in. So to get out of that system, do not play along with the system by calling it Morgellons disease. I got this tech in my body that's fucking my shit up. You know, you can find other words, but you get what I'm saying. That's really what's going on. So you've been dealing with this tech. Any questions? This is I created this right now, this live, so that we could talk about any questions you may have that I can answer you quickly and effectively without typing it out. Gracias a ti y encantada de estar aquí. Ay, gracias. Yeah, Adriana, muchas gracias. All right, Ruth. Yeah, so you agree. Good, good. Yeah. I do what Tony says, you know. You can't buy into that system. Never state that it's Morgellons. Ever. Anybody says you got Morgellons, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but this tech that's in the food is fucking my shit up, and this is what I gotta do about it. Period. When your shit starts getting fucked up, come look me up, you know. See if I can help you. You know, see if you give a shit then. So that's really the perspective we got to start getting a hold of, or we get put in a category that we got a fucking problem. And so we all got a problem. We're just on the front line, you know. People like yourself and myself, we're on the front line, and we are the first detectors, front line, um, first phase of the effects of this technology in the food, right? What we got? Ruth is like, yes, yes, correct. All right, good, good, good. We're on the same page. That's good. That's good. So, does anybody have any questions that I can answer about this nanotech and just in general? This is what I did this for. Right now, right here is the time. It's my day off tomorrow. I got to go to work for the next week. I won't have any time. A ver, ¿por qué la lista de protocolos para la cubeta y el triángulo en la bañadera o en la bañera son diferentes? ¿Se pueden intercambiar? Aquí está lo que yo conozco de la cubeta. No conozco el triángulo porque no le tengo yo confianza a la electricidad dentro de donde me baño, ¿verdad? En general, no le tengo confianza a ese proceso. Entonces, no voy a meter algo que tiene electricidad adentro de una tina de agua que me puede hacer un pincharrón. No más nunca lo voy a hacer porque yo puedo hacer un error, puede ver un error y no tengo tiempo para esos tipos de errores que serían fatales, ¿verdad? Fatal. Pero lo que sí reconozco es que ese triángulo puede causar un pulso alrededor de tu cuerpo. Entonces la cubeta no lo puedes poner aquí o acá para que el pulso dé efecto en áreas, pero sí, pensándolo bien, el triángulo lo puedes poner alrededor de una área donde está súper afectado el cuerpo, donde se está moviendo esta tecnología, así como si fuera un pinche, ¿cómo te quiero decir? Algo sorprendente que la gente puede ver que se mueve a ciertas partes del cuerpo. Quiere decir que esa tecnología ya ha avanzado mucho y se ha construido algo en esa área. No recomiendo la cubeta ni el triángulo alrededor del corazón ni el cerebro. Tienen sus propios campos electromagnéticos y esos son para chisquear el sistema, ¿verdad? Y no queremos que chisquee. Sí queremos que chisquea el sistema de la operación, de la tecnología, pero no de nuestro cerebro ni nuestro corazón. No hay que jugar en estas áreas, ¿verdad? Pero es lo único que tengo de conocimiento del triángulo, desde que no lo he usado, pero por lo que yo veo, así lo usaría yo. En el agua, para mí, Yo tampoco me da mucho miedo. A huevo, Víctor. Yo puedo usar cosas, dice, cattle prod. I've used cattle prod, right? He usado uno de estos de voltios para las vacas, pero esa madre de que agua y electricidad, esa madre ahí se queda uno. el, la de esta, ya no me acuerdo cómo se llama, pero lo que usan para las vacas, para darles un voltio de electricidad, eso es rápido y instante y no constante. No son una corriente constante como el triángulo. A ver. Ruth started splitting up. You started spitting up foam. Okay, let's go to that and see. Hold on, let me read all these rests and I'm gonna get right back to you, Ruth. Okay, mi pregunta. So Ruth, before I go and I answer, Andrea. Andrea, ahorita te contesto, déjale contesto aquí a Ruth. Y también, Andrea, ¿hablas inglés? Mi pregunta. And Ruth, you speak any Spanish? I want to see if you guys understand what I'm saying when I switch languages. So we go back to you, Ruth. You said you started spitting up foam. Can you give me a little more explanation what you mean by that? Are you getting sick? Did something specifically? I mean, that don't sound good. It could be mucus, and so that's why I like to understand that question a little bit better. You could have foamy mucus, right? Where your body just starts pushing out the crud, and it feels like a lot of air in mucus, right? Air and mucus. So the body's actually pushing out mucus, which is good. It's getting out the junk, and sometimes it's foamy. Got a lot of air in there. A ver, para preguntarte, Adriana, disculpa, Adriana. Dice, te juro que estaba sufriendo cuando cuando estabas a punto de hacerlo y pegué un grito. Tú misma pegaste el grito cuando yo me lo hice. Estás hablando cuando me puse los voltios a la barba, aquí abajo de la barba. All right. So, Andrea, you do speak English because I see you writing English. I saw things in my toilet like parasites and shiny mucus. Yeah, a lot of people got a lot of things coming out in the urine, even. You know, urine looks like it has these transparent bubbles that got stuff inside of them, and it's the body releasing what they call biofilm, which is mucus, right? And it can navigate through that mucus without the immune system being able to attack it. So that is coming out is good. Ruth, yes, comes out foam but turns into bubbles. Hey, put language in chat so get to see what everyone says. Cool. I'm gonna try to do English and Spanish, Ruth. Like answer people's questions that are in English, answer in English, and people's questions are in Spanish, answer in Spanish. Sufriste por mí. Sufriste por mí. Yo también estaba sufriendo, pero vi que no muere uno y sí funciona. Una muchacha de Europa hizo más extremo. No nomás lo hizo abajo la barba y la espina lo hizo en el mismo tiempo. En vez de esperar 6 meses uno aquí y 6 meses uno por abajo, ¿verdad? Por abajo, que decir, arriba de las nalguillas, bajo la espina. Lo hizo al mismo tiempo, de lo desesperado que estaba, y todavía está viva esa señora. Entonces, sí aguanta el cuerpo los voltios, y ella tenía 6,000 voltios en su máquina, porque la máquina o el aparato de ella sí lo decía. Entonces, no murimos, pero sí le da un buen pinche toque a un acabar, un hasta aquí, a la tecnología, y luego tiene que volver a hacerse cuando se empieza a acumular otra vez. All right, my hair, bald spots. Have you tried changing your diet, Ruth, to so this is the diet that I have, Ruth. It's, oh gosh, I got a lot of things going on, right? I got a lot of things. There's so much information I want to give you guys as far as diet. It's so complex but simple once you get it. It's complex but simple. Meaning don't let the immune system drop, and we do that by not putting certain things in our food and not allowing certain things in our food. And then the other is while the immune system is up, right, and it can now regenerate and start restabilizing the body, then we start putting a bunch of supplements. Boom, 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 supplements. I'm like, I got supplements on my table. I mean, I live by supplements. I ain't playing, and I'm trying to sell these guys as a brand. But what I'm saying is, uh, this stuff is my life. Supplements are the key to helping the food system that's bad. You know, we got a bad food system. There's certain things in our food system that will help regenerate us. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trashing food, but the general commercial food system is breaking us down. So the easiest way for me to explain to people for this, for how my diet lifestyle is going on a high lectin free diet. Look up high lectin free. So it's a protein, right? Lectin is a protein, but the high lectin is the one we want to avoid so it doesn't drop the immune system because it drops it for 8 hours. That's the deal, right? And so if the immune system don't drop, our body can repair and regenerate. And especially if we start adding some supplementation with nutrients, right? With nutrients, so the body can start rebuilding and get a fucking break. And this tech doesn't rip through the body when the immune system's up. So the immune system goes down, it's like, phew, all kinds of shit happens. And it's unfucking bearable and uncontrollable because we're dropping our immune system every bite we take, all the time, every day. And so once we start recognizing that and start buying foods that don't drop the immune system, we can eat, fucking survive, and have some type of normalcy. Can be kind of normal. I mean, I had holes all over my face. Dude, I got scars from head to toe. You know, I'm scarred for life. But makeup is magic. I'm gonna say that again. Makeup is magic. And if it wasn't for makeup, my shit be scary. You know, just scary. I got scars everywhere. But at least now I don't have holes, open fucking holes throughout the whole of my body at the same time. So that's why it's important to keep up that immune system because the tech can't take advantage because our immune system is on fucking guard and saying, not here, not today, motherfucker, not today. And that's why we keep up our immune system. No joke. All right, let me see. Okay, let me start answering. We got a new person. I think it's Samsonite. See, I started my first job behind a computer in 1991, and within a year, all the attacks started in the chest. All right. Okay, okay. I don't doubt that Tony's been going through this shit for a long time. When I say Tony, I mean Tony Fonteresco, right? Let me see. Dios. I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna get to that in just a second, right? So you're telling me that you've been going through breakdowns physically. You've been feeling the difference between a life with and without computers. Is that what you're saying? Because pretty much when computers started coming out. And Adriana asked me if I recommend chlorophyll. Where are you at? Where are you at? So chlorophyll is good as long as there's nothing else inside of your chlorophyll that is a counter to putting good stuff in. So we get products that have soybean oil, that have maltodextrin, dextrose, which is a corn derivative that has not been broken down enough to not cause the same effect as if you're just eating corn, right? So sometimes they're broken down where you can ingest and won't bring down the immune system. But a lot of things like dextrose and maltodextrins that come from corn aren't broken down enough, and it's the same thing as biting some white bread. Same thing. And so you would think it would taking chlorophyll, but you might as well just be eating some white bread with your chlorophyll, which is against what you're trying to do, right? I hope you speak English. Damn, I just answered a question in Spanish and English. I just did that. So, well, that's the answer for that question in English. Y ahora te voy a decir que si la clorofila está buena, sí, mientras no tiene otros componentes que te vaya a dar la contra en efecto. A ver, me habías dicho que sí hablas inglés, ¿verdad? Entonces espero que lo que respondí se entendió. Yo tampoco me da mucho miedo. Got lost there, guys, in the messaging. Who's next? Sí, tengo un lío con los suplementos. Okay, she says I got a problem with the supplements. That's Adriana. I believe your name is Adriana, right? You got a problem with supplements. Go ahead and ask me. Pregúntame qué es el lío que tienes con los suplementos. Ruth is Michelle. Are you still friends with the man you loved? I watched it and felt for you. No, we don't speak anymore. We don't speak at all. But thank you. I appreciate that. I think everybody has gone through some kind of serious love situations past 2 years because I hear everybody's stories and it's like, wow, everybody's living the same fucking story. Love and pain. But if anything, it made me a fierce fucking individual. Is what it did. I don't thank him. I thank myself for fucking surviving him. But I became very fierce. See, so hard when we are poor. I lost everything. Ruth, it is. It's fucking impossible, but possible. And having to feed my body, keep my immune system up, and still eat, right? But I can't eat what everybody else eats. I can't eat fast food. I can't eat food made by nobody because their seasoning might have a compromise in it. The oil might be compromised. I can't touch other people's food. I have to know everything that's going into my body. And that's what I want to teach you guys. I want to show you guys how to do it. So you can do it in your own kitchen. I make some delicious food too when I have a kitchen and I have money to buy some food. Make some delicious food. But for basics, for some general basics, I was pretty much when I was living on the street, buying hard boiled eggs, raw cheese, any raw cheese I could find that didn't have um, any other ingredients other than what it takes to make cheese, right? Meaning no potato starch, no soy, no maltodextrin, no dextrose, because those are the added things that they put in products. So we think we're getting one thing, and then they slip this corn that is drops the immune system, right? So I was eating raw cheese, manchego cheese is raw, sheep's milk, and or actually manchego cheese is sheep's milk. It doesn't matter if it's raw or not. Sheep's milk won't drop the immune system, so that's a good one. And then goat milk also doesn't drop the immune system. David's coming in. David is not the guy that I used to love. David is a roommate. This is a different David. No. No, a roommate happens to be named David, and the guy I used to love, his name was David, or still is David, right wherever he's at. But I didn't want you thinking David was here when it's another David, my roommate. All right, where we at? So yeah, I was pretty much eating cheese, sheep's milk cheese, goat milk cheese. If you're gonna have cow milk cheese, it has to be raw. That's it. It has to be raw because the lectin, high lectin protein is not activated as long as it's not cooked. As soon as it gets cooked, boop, that gets activated, and then our immune system drops, right? And I'd be buying tuna, green olives, no pimentos inside, right? And my diet was so routine because it's the only food I could access because everything was walking. Everything had to be in walking distance. In Scranton, Pennsylvania, the buses stop at a certain time of the day, and I would get out of work at 5, and the buses would stop by 6:30, right? So I wouldn't be able to get a bus unless I was my day off. So whatever food I had, that's what I had. What kept me alive was my supplement. It kept me my muscle tissue, my muscle definition, my strength, and my fucking power was the Aztec power that I make, and it's pretty much amaranth flour will keep your ass alive and strong and well. So if you can get some amaranth flour from Mexico, not American amaranth flour, it does not do the same thing. American amaranth flour is ground amaranth seed sold as flour and it's inactive. It doesn't work unless it's heated. So Mexico amaranth, they heat the seed till it pops, then they grind it, and then they sell it to you as a flour. So two different flours, and I only take the Mexican one. It's not a pride thing. It's just the way they process it in each country. Let me see. Okay, so you got a lot of questions, and I want to make sure to answer you guys. Por los nombres y el orden de tomarlos, tengo varias enfermedades autoinmunes. y me cuesta mucho ir al baño. Estoy tan débil que no puedo moverme. Ay, mamacita, ok, Adriana, deja. Ahorita te pongo un video a ver si te puedo ayudar. Y no creo que hablo del orden de cuando me lo tomo, pero parece que voy a tener que hacer un video para ayudarles con eso. Pero te voy a decir qué tomo y por qué lo tomo, suplementos. Hice un video en inglés y en español. A ver. Ese video está en YouTube y en Facebook. Y son los... Ah, pero no está en español en Facebook. Digo, no está en español en YouTube, pero sí está en español en Facebook. I hope that I can leave information on where to see certain videos that I have that will help you guys with some question and answers here. Yes, it all started with computers, internet, wireless, 90s era, and this is Samsonite. Yeah, cordless phones. The frequencies changed, and so your body was able to pick it up since then. That's that's serious sensitivity. I'd have to EMF my house, and everything would have to be hardline, to be able to function. I hardline when I have my house or in Mexico. Everything's hardlined for that reason. I'm sharing a space with other people, so I can't force that hardline. But yeah, I'd go hardline with all my apparatuses except for my phone, and then I make sure not to have my phone by me when I'm laying down. I have this little pocket of aluminum. It goes in and it sits right there to break up the frequency from hitting my body. And the alarm will still go off because I need the alarm, right? But like I said, I put it in this little pouch I made. Hmm. Yes, it all started to see yo también tengo problemas en la cara, en el Melhaya. Yeah, I got a lot of stains too. Tengo muchas manchas yo también, que le digo cicatrices, ¿verdad? Esos son cicatrices ya por vida. Mm, hay un jabón y una crema que uso que me ayuda con las cicatrices y su base es cacao. La manteca de cacao es desmanchadora realmente. Entonces puedes encontrar un jabón con cacao. No sé si ustedes le dicen cocoa, pero es el chocolate, ¿verdad? La manteca del chocolate desmancha increíblemente. Y también ayuda para lo que es la humectación y desmanchar a la vez también. Más internacional. Muchas gracias por la respuesta, Michelle. Good, good, good. Ruth, you said yes. Yes on what, Ruth? I would assume that it's yes on the food, or yes, it's rough being broke and trying to make this food thing happen. I know we can do it because I did it. We just have less options, right? We got less options because of access to where we're getting our food, because we got to walk and we got to take, be able to walk that stuff back. And then whatever we can walk to is whatever they got. That makes it really, really tough. I was doing that for a nice long time. But I was like, shit, this is what people go through under these fucking circumstances and conditions. You still got to live with this fucking tech. So I learned what that's all about. And I got solutions for you guys. I'm going to start talking to you guys more often. Meet you at the union. Met you at the union. Okay, okay. So this is James Med. I'm so bad at reading, you guys. And then the freaking letters are so small. Merlis. I think it's James Merlis. Met you at the Union Station, LA, years ago. Enjoy your channel. Thank you very much. More than likely, I'm trying to remember if it was a train station. I think it was a train station. Let me know if it was a train station. And then let me know, did you work there? Because I think I remember. Let me see. ¿Con cuáles empiezo? Haciendo un detox primero. Hay protocolos. Así. Me cuesta encontrar aquí Lugos, Borax, EDTA. Okay, somebody put in here in Spanish. Adriana put here in Spanish that in Spain it's very hard for them to get Lugos, iodine, for them to get borax, EDTA, sodium, thiosulfate. So here's the thing: is I'm going to be going online with my supplement brand that looks like I can ship globally. This is what they're telling me, that they can move my stuff globally. So everything that I use and that you guys need for yourselves because you're under the same situations or circumstances, I want to make sure you can access them there with me, and not everything in a one-stop shop. I am trying, even down to your mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? Even the mayonnaise I use. And then once you see the ingredients back there, you get into understanding what you need to look for around in your country, right? Because I know it's different country to country; it's not the same. But if I can get these supplements that you guys, these minerals that you need here, shipped anywhere in the world, you can guarantee that you're going to be able to get what you need. And I just got to make it for the lowest price possible. Let me see. Not trying to get rich off of you guys. I'm trying to make sure you guys get what you need, and I'm working on that right now. Let's see. I should be up by next month, May. My brand name is A Huevo Mexico. So that's it's supplements for the working class. I've already trademarked it, so I can now say it. I couldn't say it before because didn't have it trademarked, but that's what it is. I got supplements for the working class so that we can stay fucking strong. Let me see. Oh, James, all right. I currently 195 with 15 pounds of body fat, trying to get to 10. James, are you cutting your calories? Do you know how many calories you're doing per day? That's always the best. That's always the best place to start at. Are we checking calories? And then if you are, then we got to see what you got in there that might be able to, or that might be stopping you from getting there. Are you having a hard time trying to get down to 10? That's the question. Because it sounds like you're doing a good job, right? Sounds like you're doing a good job, but it's definitely 1,500 calories. And then you just go lower if you're trying to get there faster. It depends on what you need it for. I should say, it depends on your reasons. Do are you trying to cut weight because you're an athlete, or what are the reasons? Let's see. All right, Ruth, you got to laugh out loud. I don't know what part was funny, but okay. All right. I'm sure something was funny in there. Adriana, estoy en Castilla y La Mancha. Te voy a enviar un queso manchego. I love manchego cheese. She's telling me she's going to ship me manchego cheese from Spain. Manchego cheese is sheep's milk. You never have to worry about if that motherfucker's going to be dropping your meal system. It doesn't. So I go to Costco, and for 15 bucks, I get this big, fat, mama jamma piece of cheese. Shit, I live off of cheese. All right, here we go. Like, seriously, I can eat a whole cheese. I do. I do eat a whole cheese. All right, here we go. Samsonite. I'm retiring to Green Bank, West Virginia, since it's 90 minutes away. Cell phones and Wi-Fi are illegal there. Oh shit, maybe I need to go too. Illegal? I gotta look that up. Thank you for sending me that. They gotta be for a good old reason. Can't wait to look that up. Green Bank, West Virginia. I heard Virginia is beautiful. Actually, what's so cool is my supplements I think are coming out of Georgia. I was gonna say Virginia, I could go visit. But yeah, I've heard Virginia is beautiful. Raw milk. Is la leche entera? No. Raw milk is not whole milk. Not the same thing. Leche bronca y leche entera no es lo mismo. Leche bronca es raw milk, quiere decir que no lo han pasteurizado. Leche entera está pasteurizada simplemente con toda la grasa. Yo lo único que consumo es leche bronca. Y esa bronca está entera, ¿verdad? Esta bronca está entera. Quiero esa grasa. You want the fat. That raw milk fat, that is where it's at. That's health, that's strength, and that's power. That's a nice, thick fucking body, nice and thick. When I say thick, I ain't meaning fat. I just mean fucking solid, made, I got a friend who says, Michelle, you're made for tough. She's like, oh. Here we go. Let me see. For tough. Shout out to my friend. He ain't here right now, but shout out to him, to Lamar. All right. See, I'm in Canada, Toronto, Ruth. All right, so you're over by, well, I don't know how close that is to Tony Panteresco, but yeah, Tony's out in Canada. Eres un amor. Ay, muchas gracias. Okay, sí, búscame en Facebook. You can find me on Facebook under Michelle Angelique Truth and Integrity Warrior. I got videos in English and then I do them in Spanish. The same video I did in English, I do in Spanish. You'll find supplement information, what I'm taking in English and Spanish. What I do on Facebook and Instagram is different than what I put on YouTube. So definitely check me out right there. Instagram, I'm Michelle underscore Angelique 10. So that's how you'll find me there. Let me see where am I at. Eres un amor, muchas gracias, Adriana. Yo solo por las, sí. Ya, Adriana, y te entiendo, pero es bien difícil de vivir afuera de esta tecnología, la verdad. Tenemos que movernos lejos a tierras donde los árboles bloquea todo eso. Y para... All right, so Adriana's asking, do I use for my body, clean my body, do I use a scrubber or a sponge or a brush? I just recommend anything that has a natural fiber. Plastic doesn't touch, it touches the body, but doesn't actually grab that friction, doesn't actually touch the surface. The best way I can explain that, ahorita lo voy a decir en español, eh? So Adriana asked what kind of scrubber should you use for the body. Never plastic. I mean, if that's all you got, it's what you can use, right? I get it. But if you have a choice, it needs to be cotton. It needs to be loofah from uh, from a sponge, a loofah sponge, sea foam, anything that has a natural fiber. Reason why is because, like I said, plastic won't touch actually the surface of your skin. You feel it touching, but it ain't really grabbing the surface of your skin. Best way to explain: if you're in the rain and you got flip flops that are plastic base, and you touch that rain, you a hydroplane. You'll land not only on your ass but the back of your head. Pop! And how is that possible? Is because it's hydroplaning, because it doesn't grab the surface, even though you're touching the ground. It's hydroplaning. So that's what happens when we scrub a plastic, and we need to get this shit off. And so if you want that tech off of the body, the best thing to start doing that old skin and everything off, we got to use natural pad. Natural, que es usar esponja natural, porque plástico tiene una superficie que no toca, no agarra la piel. Estaba hablando, diciendo que si tenemos guaraches de plástico y tocamos el piso cuando está mojado, podemos resbalar muy fácil cuando ando lloviendo. La razón es porque hay un colchón de aire, porque no agarra, no amarra, no amarra, necesita amarrar. Y lo natural amarra, una esponja natural. I'm trying to see where we're at. Ruth, Ruth is saying my phone is 3G, light, computer, hardwired. Good. As long as that mama jam is not 5G and you got hardwired, I mean, in your phone, and so you don't have that 5G in the house. I can feel it. I'm in a house with 5G, and I feel it when that motherfucker. It like has a different. The timing is not always causing a grip. Is what I want to say. I can feel it when it grips my face. My skin starts burning and turning red. I work right in front of a big giant tower, cell tower at work. I'm like I don't know, quarter mile away from it. My shit's on fire. My skin will start bleeding at the end of the day if I don't wear my aluminum. So I have an aluminum mask that I make, and I put it within a handkerchief, a cowboy handkerchief, right? So the aluminum's between it, and I wrap it around. As long as that thing's right here, my face is all right. But right here, she'll just start bleeding. And that's where I got the majority of my scars. My face is always irritated right here because I'm in a 5G environment on a regular damn basis. Not till I get my own home and leave that job will I be able to get this started to heal better. Let me see where I'm at. Silent because I'm trying to find where we were. This is new to me, reading comments and going live. but I figured it's the fastest way I can get as much information out without texting. See, my phone is. Oh, so James says, yeah, I worked the you was taking an Amtrak. Yeah, I remember you. Do you help me? I do remember you. You helped me get my luggage. You helped me move around. Think everything was so goddamn heavy. It was ridiculous the amount of stuff I was carrying, and you helped me. Thanks for that, James. I'll look up your picture today because I think I remember what you look like too. All right, Ruth. My building is old, so still have fuses, so no meter. Building's old. Well, it would be good that you don't have a new meter. That's a wonderful thing. That's a blessing. I don't know if that was a complaint or saying that you're lucky your building's old because we don't want that those new meters. You see bugs dead all around them. That's a telltale sign. Notice that those smart meters, you'll see bugs on both sides of wherever that meter is. Just death all around it. And when I say death, I mean all the bugs are dead, and they're dead right there. They didn't go die somewhere else. They died right there. So telltale sign right there when that's with those new meters, right? All right, where am I at? Ruth. Ruth says, I am doing low dose mushrooms for addiction, smoking. So is smoking your addiction and you're doing mushrooms, eating mushrooms to slow it down? Is what I do for myself. I recommend. Gosh, I gotta figure out how to say these things without anybody coming back and suing my ass, right? So, I did a video for anybody who has addictions, anybody who has emotional, psychological, physical, abnormal fucking maladies, abnormalities, got anxiety, bipolar, addictions, need more energy, fucking everything and anything. There's one supplement that gets everything, all operations working right from a neurotransmitter position, meaning for neurotransmitters to work right, sending information right for the rest. And when I do this, is for the brain to be able to send information to the rest of the body on how to handle everything else. So a lot of times we have addictions because we need dopamine, we need serotonin, we need to have these chemicals happening, and our body's not producing it, so it will get it from the outside, and we won't be able to stop until we fucking get it. And so we can't ask people to stop being addicted to something if they're not producing something. So if we start helping our body produce those neurotransmitters that are creating your dopamine, your serotonin, endorphins, all these things that are supposed to be happening and occurring within our body are not because of the shit that's in the food system. And the number one supplement I recommend, and I tell everybody to look into it, right? I can't tell you to take it, but I can tell you to look into it. That'll keep my ass from getting anybody suing my ass. But it's called Thiamax, from a nutritional specialist up in the UK. His name is Elliot Overton. You can find him on YouTube. His product is on Amazon. It's about 35 bucks, 32 bucks. And I take one a day, and that shit keeps me sharp and lit. I can spar, I can work 12 hours, I can do a lot of stuff because it creates ATP in the body, which is energy to the cell, right? So one of the ways I get my energy on a daily, uh, and it combats the toxicity and gets all the neurotransmitters working. And I've seen people stop smoking. I've seen people stop smoking weed when they could never do it before, and they just stop that. And they're like, how the fuck I just stop? How they just stop? It's because their body's getting what they need. I've seen people who take just one of those pills that I'm telling you. It's B1 is what it is. It's a mega dose of B1 thiamine. I've seen people with anxiety in 20 minutes, boom, stop crying, stop losing their fucking mind, and they're just like, oh man, that shit like was a switch. I just turned off and on, or I was on and then they just turned off all of that pain and that sadness and that woeness, that heavy weight just fucking left. Because I'm telling you, these are all signals. Our signals are not working right. And so the solution for that, look up Elliot Overton, YouTube, mega dose thiamine B1, and his brand is called Thiamax. It's the shit, and I think everybody should have it in the world. I'll eventually figure out how to get my own made and make it accessible to you guys. See. Eso sería fantástico. Eso sería fantástico. Qué idea más fenomenal, Michelle. Con España hay. Así con España hay problemas en la aduana. Ok, pero parece que pueden, me están diciendo esta compañía donde voy a empezar a mover suplementos, me están diciendo que pueden mover por todo el mundo, entonces es lo que vamos a ver. Si ordenas, si te llega bien, pues ya podemos decir que España está listo y todo se puede. Muy bien, muy bien. Esperamos en Dios que sí, sí funcione. A ver. Somebody's calling me and I don't know how to make it not call me. Sorry. All right. Let's see. Eating 2,000 calories per day. All right, James. So if you're eating 2,000 calories per day and you want to lose, you got to go under 2,000. If you're going 2,000 or over, you're just going to stay the same. Well, if you're going 2,000, you're going to stay right there. If you go over 2,000, you're going to start gaining. And that depends, if you're working out or not working out. If you're working out, you probably stay the same. But if you're not working out and you're eating 2,000, you start going, or over 2,000, you start going over. But if you're eating over 2,000, you're working out, it just depends on what you're doing. So you ain't doing shit and you're eating over 2,000, you can gain. But if you're eating over 2,000, but you're busting your ass all day, you also might, stay the same right there. But if you want to see reduction, you have to go 1,500 or under. 1,500 or under. And if you do that, you start seeing every day a reduction. Working out or not working out. Obviously, if you work out, the reduction's more evident. But if you don't work out, you're still going to see the evidence. So it's 1,500 and over. It's amazing how what are they called? I'm cracking up because I'm one of them, and I used to call them myself certified. Shit, I can't even remember. Give me a fucking second, because I never call myself this, right? But these trainers out there, they never want to tell nobody the simple, basic information. They want to make it where just like they only got the knowledge, and you need a special number. Shut the fuck up. It's the basic. It's the basic. It's 1,500 and under. You're gonna see a difference in your body because your body needs to get to those 2,000, so it's gonna eat it off of your body, and then so your body fat starts reducing. Let's see. I lose where I'm at, and I got to start all over again. Oh, you do that. Okay. So I got Stan P. Which I don't know who Stan P is, but welcome Stan P. Actually, I don't know who anybody is here. I'm meeting everybody for the first time. Mr. Stan P, you looking good, girl. Nice. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Looking like a lion, huh? Is he? Get out of here. Why are you using the toilet to wash yourself? Get out of here, fool. All right, here we go. Perfecto. Gracias. De nuevo. De nada, mía, de nada. Adriana, no entiendo esta pregunta que dice, ¿es por la noche o la tarde las palmas de las manos heladas y la piel de los brazos arde? Puede ser que andas en un lugar donde hay una frecuencia, una torre que te está haciendo quemar la piel, irritar la piel. Yo no puedo estar alrededor. Aquí hay 4 torres, uno en cada chingada área, pero estoy en bajo nivel. Entonces, saliendo de aquí, lo puedo sentir en mi físico, ¿verdad? En mi piel, pero estando aquí en la valle, donde estoy en esta casa, nomás lo siento cuando está prendido o cuando empieza a dar efectos este 5G, que es muy de repente y cuando pega, ahí tengo mis imanes, ahí tengo todo lo que necesito para ayudarme a defender. Pero sí, recomiendo revisar dónde está tu área con correlación a lo que va haciendo estas torres, dónde estás situada, porque es lo que te puede, necesita uno moverse de ahí, literal, o siempre va a sentir lo mismo. Yo nomás estoy esperando moverme de aquí para tener seguro mi área, para que cuando yo llego a casa puedo tener una paz y tranquilidad, ¿verdad? All right, Diamax. Qué bien. No, no demandan a la gente que te da recomendaciones. Esa cosa es puro pinche americano. Me cae de madre. La neta. Thank you for the info about Dimex. Oh, it's the deal. It is the deal. Look up, like I said, Elliot Overton. He has research study after research study from every possible disease you could possibly imagine. And he talks about the miracles of Thimax and what the Japanese were doing so long ago, and all the research study that's not out for us, right? It's off the chart. It really is. Rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, it really doesn't matter what it is. It's something. It's because we don't have the enzyme. It's not being created anymore because the food we're eating is a. I mean, I want to break something down real quick about why Thimax is working before I answer any more of these questions. It's super important. It's a video I've been wanting to make for a long time. This is what's going on. This is why our species is breaking down on shit ton of levels, physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally. I mean, we're breaking down because there's a component that's unraveling us, and once we put that component back, everything starts working right, and that's what the Stymax is doing because it has. It's how it works. Our neurology, our psychology, our functionality is electrical, and in electricity, the way we use copper is the best way for me to explain. The way we use copper wiring to make things connect, right? There's metal connecting and sending a signal. So the wiring in our body, we have these enzymes that are proteins with a metallic center. And the food we're eating, the glyphosate that's in the engineered into the food. So when they have a GMO food, that food is genetically engineered to withstand and hold what is glyphosate. And what is glyphosate is a drain cleaner. And what's a drain cleaner do? It removes metals from the drain to clean the fucking drain. And so if it's moving metals out the drain, it's moving metals outside, or I should say inside of our bodies. And so our neurology, our neurological system is not fucking connecting. And this is why we can't get the dopamines, the serotonins, and all the other neurotransmissions happening. Right. And so what this B1 is, it puts everything back online and boom, things start fucking working. Things start fucking working because the element that's being removed from this fucking drain cleaner we're eating is being restabilized with the time. You know, it's one thing that helps another thing. It's what's the right word? It triggers to allow other things to happen in a good way. And it's this B1, right? He can break down all the science for you. But it's very important that we understand that something's being removed and that B1 helps replace. It's not the only thing we gotta do. You know, we gotta get in the creatine and the glutamine and the glycine because we're not producing it no more. Our body's supposed to be producing it. We ain't producing it no more. So I consume it on a regular, and that's why I'm gonna be showing you guys how to take this stuff or how I take this stuff. So I can show you how I take it, and then you can do whatever you want. But I can't tell you how to take it because then motherfuckers be suing me. All right. So Ruth asked why I want a bare knuckle. So Ruth, I grew up fucking fighting, right? Just everything was always a fight, right? And so then I had to learn to fight to defend myself. In my first relationship, uh, my baby's daddy, right? So I had to actually learn to fight to protect myself. That whole J Lo, you know, fight for your life type of shit. That shit was real. I had to learn to escape and I had to learn to do all those things. Then I fast forward my life to recently. I end up on the street and I'm mad as fuck, right? I'm fucking just ready for war by the end of that fucking situation. You know, that shit made me fuck. If I was hard, I just became fucking harder. You know, I mean, like my physical body, like my genetics fucking changed living out there on the fucking street, sleeping on that concrete. And so my mentality just motherfucking changed. And I started recognizing how fucked up the world is on a different level because we all know the world's fucked up. But this shit took me to a sub level that we don't even know is fucking going on. And that's when America breaks down in the way that it's breaking down, there's no turning back. We ain't got nowhere to fucking go. And so that realization that I'm working 40 hours and I can't get myself off the fucking street in America, that's never happened before. But I had to leave Mexico, my comfort zone, to come to the US, to where it used to be comfortable in the US, to what the fuck is going on in the US, where we don't make a fucking stand. We don't turn this ship around. We ain't turning around. There ain't no more turnaround. We're fucked. You know, this whole electronic police surveillance and all that shit, this technology we got in our body, the towers all got set up, we're fucked. So we better fight, right? And I just got into this fucking I'm ready for war fucking mentality. And then a month later, when I got a place to stay, I found out that people are women are fighting with no gloves, and they're making $24,000 a fight. I was like, oh fucking, what do I sign up? And then they found out I was 50, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna need to see, if you still can move around and function, and you can do what you say you do. You're 50 years old. But what's so fucking great is I can do it better than a 20-year-old. That's the best part. And it just only goes to show that what we put in our body and what we don't put in our body makes fucking difference, and our species has a chance. We get a second go. So I'm gonna go out there and bust up, knock some people the fuck out to demonstrate that. And I like to do it. It's not I like to hit people. I love the fucking competitiveness. I love the art of combat. I love it. Like if you hit me in the face, it's just like this fucking surge. If I can't tell the difference between sex and battle, it's like it's a passion. Not too many people see it that way, but it's just something I feel. All right, here we go. Meaning I enjoy it. I enjoy it. If I get hurt, I feel this urge to move forward. It's fucking automatic. I can't stop that shit. Pushes me forward. Let's see. Gracias por decir que explico todo súper claro. Adriana's letting me know that this is working doing this live stream, that everything is explained very clearly. I'm glad it's working. This sounds really good. I'm glad about this. It is working good. See, with no protection with boxing. Well, in boxing, we got these gloves and they're in my fucking way. And I remember when I was boxing, I was like, can I just take this shit off and just fucking go at it? Can we just do this without gloves? And now that's how it is, 20 years later. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I've been hit, and I've hit someone without gloves in the street before to defend myself. I didn't go out to hurt somebody, but somebody tried to fucking knock me out, and I knocked them the fuck out. And it was much better than using gloves. I even stopped and I looked at my hands. I was like, oh shit, that shit was much better than getting your hands right and putting gloves on. So, and I've been hit without gloves too. And it's definitely a different feeling, but it's I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. All right. I do not take CBDs. They asked me, have I tried CBDs? I don't. I'll use cannabis to juice it and drink it raw, but not heated or in people's products in general, because I don't know enough to know why one is one THC and why is one CBD. I just don't. But I do know that when I drink that plant, you do 1 ounce of that juice, those leaf juice, cannabis is as instead of doing wheatgrass, you do the cannabis raw. 3 days, people asking you, what are you doing different? Because you look different. I mean, that shit's transformative, and you can feel the pop, 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 pop in different parts of your body. Go pop, pop, pop. It's doing some intense work. I think that's why cannabis was made illegal, because it works against this tech. In like, if I could pay, if I had the money to pay to get that scientific study, I would. I bet you it fucks that shit up. It doesn't allow it to connect the way it is, this technology. So somebody, sí. ¿El agua de mar es bueno tomarla? No, porque está muy salinada. Es como diciendo, ¿es bueno tomarme toda esta sal? No, es poco, ¿verdad? Pero la sal de mar, el agua de mar tiene un exceso. Y luego la tierra y todas otras cosas, solamente que esté destilada o tengas información que me puedas pasar, me gustaría. Ah, de algo que no sé, del agua de mar para tomar. I started taking glycine and NAC. You're gonna have to let me know, Ruth, what NAC is because I don't know what that acronym is. I'm really bad at acronyms. I am. Your glycine. How much? I take 10 grams of glycine per night. I don't drink glycine during the day because that shit will make you sleepy. But I do it at night, and it's regenerative for the tissue. And I mean, your skin regenerates tissues and tendons and ligaments and cartilage. It's amazing. It does a whole lot of things, you know. It does a whole lot of things. Helps the body produce creatine. Creatine keeps our energy and everything going. Sorry, I just ate right before this. Let me see. Good on the glycine. Definitely, Ruth. How many grams of glycine you take, and then how often you take it? Curious. Uh, sí, debes de ver dónde vives y a ver si te sientes mejor, Adriana, en otra parte, donde no hay torres y no hay glifosfato. No manches, está pesado eso. Está pesado. A ver. So Adriana says, I want you on my team when the Walking Dead start happening. You know why I'm cracking up? I've heard other people tell me the same thing. It's like, yeah, can we like join forces? Oh, that's fucking comedy. I'd be electrocuting the shit out of those motherfuckers. Like, all right, short circuit those motherfuckers. Let's see. So Ruth says, same in Canada. Rent doubled. I'm in a bachelor. I imagine that's a studio because we don't use that word out here for space. So I think that's a studio with screamers. Horrible. Well, I don't even know what a screamer is. You're gonna have to definitely different language. So screamers and a bachelor. I'm in a bachelor with screamers. I think that's what it says. But yeah, people gotta be living in rooms because we can't afford homes. It's fucking ridiculous. Philip, oh hey Philip, G Day. What's it? It's a good day. Is that a G Day? Like I said, I'm bad with these acronyms, right? I'm not up to date. But Mr. Basham, I remember you helped me when I had no money. And I'm fucking trying to get things figured out to get goals met, and you helped me. Thank you very much. You helped me twice. I haven't forgot that, Mr. Basham. Glad to have you on here. Ruth, I love watching boxing since I was 15. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love it too. Definitely an art. And to know the art, to know what people are doing and why they're doing it. People think you just go in there and just like, la, 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 just be throwing punches until they're blue in the face. But no, there's a science. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, CBDs. So, like I said, I don't take CBDs, no tomo CBDs, ni THCs. If I work with cannabis, it's because I have access to the live plant and I'm gonna eat it like a fucking salad, like that, or juice it. Like instead of wheatgrass, I'm doing cannabis leaves. For people who've never tried cannabis leaves, that shit might put you to sleep ASAP. Like you're taking, you'd be like, yeah, I'm going out, boom, because your body's resetting. It's nutrition overload, information overload in the body. It's like I gotta put your ass out so I could reset all this fucking information that I gotta now input to recalibrate. And you feel much better. Cannabis leaves are a game changer. Raw cannabis leaves. Glycine 2000 at the moment, moving up. What's 2000? Like I'm talking about grams, I just said 10 grams, so I'm not sure what 2000 is. 2000 milligrams? Would that be what, 2 grams? You're doing 2 grams? And I'm talking about glycine, people, nothing else. I'm talking about glycine, amino acid, all right? All right. Yeah, glycine is anti-aging. You don't even got to wait till you're over 50. I'll tell you one thing. Um, but people's body is not making enough glycine, and without it, all of our connective tissue is breaking down at an early age. Glyphosate mimics glycine, so the body's uptaking glyphosate, thinking it's glycine, and our shit's breaking down. So when we give our body glycine, our body actually uptakes it, and we rebuild, regenerate, restore, renew. And like I said, we ain't gotta wait till we're 50. Motherfuckers are broken down right now. I see 20-year-olds are just like, that motherfucker ain't gonna make it. It's because body's not functioning. Our bodies are not functioning because they're off center, they're offset. Strengthen with the 2 grams. I'm so trying to know what you're writing right here. All right. I want to know if it's how many grams, Ruth, of of glycine are you taking? I'm just interested in knowing. Like I said, I'm doing 10 grams. That's 2 teaspoons per night. And my shit looks brand new. People are like, why ain't your neck sagging? Glycine's one of them. Creatine, and glycine is another. The other 2 amino acids to keep us young, strong, and effective visually and physically. Ruth, I'm old. It was the talent watching. Oh, it was the talent watching all the boxers. Yeah, boxers are good looking, good to look at. See, 2 grams. I can't tell you what to do, Ruth, but I went from 2.5 grams to 5 grams to 10 grams to transforming in a week. Transforming in a week. I'll never go less than 10 grams. I'll leave it at that. And I found studies yesterday, actually just yesterday, saying that people taking up to 90 grams and no side effects. Actually, no side effects whatsoever. So 10 grams is simple. The body produces 7 grams, needs 3 grams for the outside. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I study because I'm backwards in everything, right? I'm backwards in everything. And that's why I always usually have my notes right in front of me so I don't do shit backwards, right? So I can't remember if the body's producing 7 grams or the body produces 3 grams. I believe the body produces 7 grams of glycine and needs to get another 3 from the outside to make a total of 10 grams of glycine per day to stay functional and together, you know, that youthfulness, that fullness. But we ain't doing that shit no more. We're not creating that anymore. And like I said, I'm dyslexic as you can possibly imagine, and so I don't remember which of those, if the body's producing 3 or 7 grams of glycine. So you can double check that. But at least you know what I'm talking about. We need 10. We need 10 grams of glycine per day, and the difference is fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. Even my breasts look fuller. And I don't got big breasts, right? I don't got big breasts, so I can see the difference right away. Most just got big old breasts, and so it was like, you can tell there's a fucking difference. And it be approved that motherfuckers, rubber jammers are already big, right? Well, when you got little ones, you can tell that there's a difference going on. So 10 grams of glycine per night. Let's see. So yo colágeno con potasio. So Adriana is saying that she does collagen and potassium. Potassium super necessary, obviously, for muscle development. That's why a lot of people don't even produce muscle, even though they take a shit ton of protein. They don't have enough potassium for the body to uptake the to start synthesizing the protein and creating muscle. So that's why they always look the same. They actually need potassium. And as far as collagen, the reason people look younger with collagen is because they're getting glycine out of it. The major component is glycine. So if you just take glycine, then your body don't have to break down the collagen to get the glycine, then to uptake it. We just straight go to glycine, uptake, and create. Michelle, look into the synergy of NAC and glycine taking together. All right, I sure will. I sure will. First, I'm gonna figure out what NAC is because I'm really bad at acronyms. Well, guys, that was a whole hour and 19-minute chat. Damn, I'm so excited. And I did that with 3 people. So excited. And I got 6 thumbs up. 3 people, I got 6 thumbs up. That's fucking fantastic. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up, you guys, and I'm going to post this. I'm going to see how to post this and hope this information and the questions you guys ask help other people, helps other people. Oh, so sweet. Adriana said, "Thank you, Ruth. That's awesome." 16. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so yeah, I was reading about 16, but for whatever reason, I don't hold acronyms. I'm so bad, like I said again, acronyms. But yeah, 16. I sure will. That's something I have been recently falling into. I've been falling into that information since I busted my heel, since my tendon busted. I'm trying to repair so I can repair this heel so I can get back to fighting, training again. Ha sido genial, Michelle. Muchas gracias. Igualmente, Adriana. Muchas, muchas gracias. Espero que sí es Adriana, ¿eh? Dime si es Adriana, porque está muy alto allá donde, donde me dijiste tu nombre. Sí. Oh, Celeste. Celesta. Yeah, Adriana Celesta. Dice Celesta y no sabía. All right. Muchas gracias por todo. De verdad. Ay, qué bueno. Sí, hay que repetir esto, me pareció bien. Una vez por semana es lo que voy a intentar de hacer, ¿eh? Un día por la semana que descanse. Adriana, muy bien, sí lo tengo. I want to thank everybody for being here. I really do. For taking a moment, taking a moment and showing me that this works. We're going to do more of this and post information that for questions that people have, you know, to fill the void. Um, Without texting it because you can't put all this information in a text the same way and get out the answers much quicker. Thank you guys, and I'll see you. I'll see you next week. Bye.